Okay, so welcome back. We now have our main assembly drawing. Now what we want to do now is create our own engineering drawing. We want to imagine that this is a product we've created and we want to send it to somewhere else for it to be manufactured, because more often than not designers don't make what they design, so they need to send what they've got to someone else to make it. So we need to give them as much information as possible. So we're going to create our own orthographic drawing, and we need to click the plus and we're going to create our own drawing and click OK on the default setting will be the ANSI millimeters, and it will load up a blank page. Now this is a drawing that typically if you try to do it yourself on a drawing board by hand, it would require a lot of precision, it would take a lot of time. This is really easy, and I'm going to bring in my own assembly here, so the assembly drawing, and we're going to assume we're bringing in our side view here, and you'll notice it's bringing in that view there. That can be our side view, or our front view. I know it isn't quite our front view, but we're just going to assume it's our front view. And it's now ghosting in our side view. So left click to confirm that. And if I just drag, left click there and just drag our plan view from there, and just click on there, and it's going to just, I'm going to drag in a 3D view here. And I'm going to escape to confirm those three views. So if you look at it now, what it's done is our front view, our side view should line up with our front view, and it will just jump into place. In an orthographic drawing, it's really important that the side view lines up with the front view, and our plan view lines up with the front view. So I can move it around, and if I move it out of place, it will jump, and it will move it back in place. I want to move that to there, and it will just bring it all together. Now, the really good thing about this is we can also add hidden detail. We can start to show the things that we know are there, but we can't see. So if I right click here and show hidden lines, right click here, show hidden lines, and right click here and show hidden lines. If I now zoom in, you can see lots of dotted lines. So what they're doing is they're showing what we know is there, but we can't actually see. And we're going to do it here as well. So we can see, like, you know, the thickness of the tube. We can see our machine screw in there. And what we can then do is we can add our own dimensions. Dimensions are sizes. And the dimensions will communicate how big the parts need to be. So I click a dimension and select the distance from there to there, and it will let me drag dimensions in. And I would like you now to, when you get going, is to populate it with as many dimensions as possible that you think you would need to communicate your design or your part to a third party, like the thicknesses of the pieces of timber, from there to there, and the size of the tube. And so on. And you can add a radius dimension, so I can select the radius as a radius of 17.5 mil. And if you notice, it's got my name in there, it's got today's date, and if I escape, you can go to the title and you can change this to, we're going to call this our skills project, SKILs, and click return. It's already put off site. It's got an automatic scale of 1 to 4. You could put the material is going to be pine. And we're nearly there. So the next thing we need to do is you might want to put a drawing number in there, 001. So I'd like you to have a go at bringing yours in and putting as many dimensions as possible. Well done, off you go.